Hey guys, and welcome to the third week of our summer learning series. My name is Todd Nesloney. I'm principal over at Navasota Intermediate in Navasota, Texas, and I'm very excited to have you here. This week is another two-part challenge, and I am going to cover the first part with you today, and that is about using hashtags to participate in chats and connect with more people online. Before you watch this, you should have watched the video that I linked in the email by Daisy Dyer-Dewar. She made a really great video for you guys, principal in Arkansas, you can check out. But there's a couple of resources you could use when participating in hashtag chats. Some people say, well, why can't I just use twitter.com? Well, if you go to twitter.com and try to participate in a chat using the hashtags, then you'll have to refresh the page constantly, and it's very obnoxious. So there have been some programs that have been created, TweetDeck, Hootsuite, different things that help organize the hashtag and keep it running live. My favorite is TweetDeck, so that's what I'll be using. Now, to give you a little bit of information about what a hashtag is, so you've seen the pound symbol and you've seen a couple series of words after it. Some people just put funny things after a hashtag, but others use hashtags to organize information. And you've seen a hashtag in every single TV show that is on TV, and what that does is that people can't follow every single person on Twitter. And so what you'll see is executives that will put a hashtag up during a TV show and encourage people to tweet to that hashtag. And then what the executive can do is go online and search the hashtag and see what the social conversation is about that particular show. And so with educators, the way we use it is we have education chats with hashtags so that we can organize things. It's kind of like putting everybody in a chat room for a few minutes so you don't have to follow tons of people to see what they're tweeting. You can just check out the hashtag. So on TweetDeck, I'm going to click sign in. It's going to look a little different than yours right away because I have a couple different columns. So when I sign into TweetDeck, I have a couple little columns that are here. I have a text column, a notifications, a messages, a scheduled. I can change those or delete them. I can also, if you see there's a little number and bars at the beginning of every column, I can grab those little bars and reorganize my columns if I'd like to put them in a different order. So that way it'll work like that for me. If I say that, well, this text ed column, I'm not really using it anymore. I don't really want to follow that hashtag. So I can click on these little, I don't know what those things are, but if I click on it, I can remove that column and it's one less column. If I don't want the scheduled anymore, I can remove it. If I don't care to see my messages, I can remove those as well. And so let's say that I wanted to participate, that it was Sunday night at 8:30 p.m. and I knew that the Iowa Ed Chat was going to be happening. So I wanted to participate in the Iowa Ed Chat. Well, along the side, you have some options. Square, that's if you just want to send a new tweet out. You just click on that and you can tweet straight from this page. You don't have to go back to Twitter to tweet. You can add an image. You can schedule that tweet to go out later, which you can't do on Twitter. So if you want a tweet to go out in a couple hours about something you're doing, you can schedule it to go out later and you can send a direct message. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the plus sign because I want to add a new column. It gives me a lot of options. So you can add a messages column. You can add columns know when you've been mentioned. You can add a column for notifications. You can add a column to see what you've scheduled, whatever. When adding a column for a hashtag, I always go to the search. And so I'm going to click on search. And there's some recently searched hashtags that I made columns for, and Iowa Ed Chat is already one of them. But if it wasn't, I would type in Iowa Ed Chat. And just to pause for a minute, if you need to know, well, I don't even know what chats are on what days or for what resources, in the email that I sent out, Tom Murray has put together a great Google Doc that has every day with all the chats that happen every day, so you can go and search the hashtags. And if you miss a chat, you can still go and search the hashtag and see all of the conversation that happened. So I'm going to search Iowa Ed Chat and hit enter. As soon as I hit enter, it pulls up the information for that, the column by clicking add column, and immediately it adds a column. The benefit of that is I can now tweet something. So let's say I want to say, I can't wait for Iowa Ed Chat on Sunday. And so I'm tweeting that right from here. And as soon as I tweet it, you'll see it appear in this feed because I'm using the same hashtag that I set up a column for. If I was using a different hashtag, it wouldn't appear in this column. I was going to pull the hashtag. You saw my tweet popped up right here on the Iowa Ed Chat column that I created. The other benefit is if you're a really good multitasker and there's two chats going on at the same time, you can have two columns open at the same time so that you can participate in both chats at the same time. And so I really like TweetDeck because of the ability to participate in a chat. It keeps it organized. You saw it updated live right away. So if somebody else were to tweet something to Iowa Ed Chat here in just a second, it would pop up on here as well. The other thing I like is while I'm participating, I may be scrolling through and watching these pop up, and I may see David's tweet that says 7 questions to guide the decisions of an educational teacher. I can favorite a tweet right from this page. I can retweet a tweet right from this page, and I can reply right from this page. One thing I'll show you, when you click retweet in here, it says, do you just want to retweet? That's just sharing it exactly the way it is. Or do you want to edit? And RT. RT means retweet if you ever see that online. So if I edit it in RT, it automatically puts the RT right in front for me, and I can go ahead and tweet it right out and share that. So I can go ahead and tweet that out, and you will see right away that that is back at the top of that list because I just tweeted that out. And so that's an easy way to share resources, and that your followers, it'll look like it's coming from you, so they're a little more likely sometimes to trust it or pay attention than if I were to just share if somebody random tweets. So that's how you use TweetDeck. It's a very easy way to organize your chats. So your challenge this week from Daisy is to participate in at least one Twitter chat, and then go online to the email and fill out the Google form to show and talk about what chat you participated in. Thanks, and I will see you guys next week.